Hey everybody, today I wanted to do a real quick video on the Galaxy S7 Edge, and in particular a special new accessory that's been released for it, which is this. It's the new keyboard case for the Galaxy S7 Edge. So what this is two pieces. There's the actual case itself, which is just a very ultra slim case, which just fits onto the back of the Galaxy. And then this piece here, which is the actual keyboard. And then you can basically store the keyboard on the back of it just for storage when you're not using it. And then when you need to use it, you just pop it off and it just clips very easily to the front. And now you have a full touch keyboard, sort of reminiscent of a BlackBerry keyboard, but not quite. So this is a really good option for people that like having a physical keyboard, but today there are very few phones that really give you that option. In practice, it actually works fairly well. I've always been a big fan of the BlackBerry keyboards, and I wouldn't say this types as easily as it does on a BlackBerry, even though it feels like it's sort of a BlackBerry-inspired keyboard. It's very easy to take the keyboard on and off, and when it stows away into the back, it actually makes for a nice little grip and makes it a nice little way to hold it by the keyboard in the back, especially when you're taking pictures. It actually gives you a nice little, almost camera-like grip onto the back, so you can kind of grab it like this. You can kind of wrap your fingers around, you know, if your hands aren't too huge, but it just gives you a little bit extra grip on the back, which I actually kind of like. Without the keyboard, the case itself is very minimal and very thin, so I would say that this would not be recommended for any sort of heavy-duty shock protection to protect from drops and stuff. It might protect from a short drop, but it's definitely not an OtterBox or anything that has extra cushioning on the corners where your phone's most likely to get damaged. It's definitely what I would call more of a scratch protecting case. So it'll definitely help keep the back of the phone clean, and it's a little bit more grippy than just the glass that's normally on the back. So in that sense, it's a little bit easier to hold too, just in day-to-day use. Adding the keyboard, luckily, does not make the profile that much thicker, so unless you're wearing some super skinny jeans, you should be able to slip this into your pocket with the keyboard still attached. Another nice feature is that the keyboard does not require any sort of battery or power or pairing or anything. You just click it on, and as soon as you click the keyboard onto the phone, it enters into sort of a keyboard mode, which basically means that the screen becomes smaller to make up for the space of the screen that's blocked by the keyboard. And from there, most of your functions are going to operate as normal. One thing to note, if you do like having themes on your phone, when you attach the keyboard, it tells you that those themes will be turned off, and it will go back to just the stock theme, because apparently that's the only theme that works in this shrunken down screen mode when the keyboard is attached. Accuracy and everything overall is pretty good. Like I said, it doesn't type quite as comfortably as a BlackBerry keyboard, but it's still pretty good. Overall, I would say that this would be a pretty good alternative for someone that really has to have some kind of a physical keyboard to use. If you're not super set on having a physical keyboard, as a case, it definitely leaves a little bit lacking in terms of protection, so you might want to go more the protection route. But if you want something a little bit different, if you want to have the option of being able to popping the keyboard on and off when you need it and having it go away when you don't, and the convenience of not having to ever pair anything over Bluetooth, not having to charge a separate keyboard, in that sense, it's definitely a plus. I think they're going for around between $50 and $60 right now on Amazon, so it's not necessarily super cheap, so you definitely need to decide how important it is for you to have a keyboard, and I think for most people, it may not be completely worth it. So that's just my quick overview of the Galaxy S7 Edge keyboard by Samsung. Let me know what you think. Did you get the keyboard? How do you like typing on it? Is it something that you're going to use day to day, or did it not live up to it? If you liked the video, of course, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's any other accessories that you're waiting for reviews on for the S7 Edge, let me know. I'm going to have a series coming up with some different accessories. So let me know which ones you're looking for, and I'll try to get to those too. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next one.